Antonio. Wow, I saw your tweet re free speech. WTF is going on, Elon? Elon. EU passed a law banning Russia Today and several other Russian news sources. We've been told to block their IP address. Actually, I find their news quite entertaining. A lot of bullshit, but some good points, too. Antonio. This is fucking nuts. You're totally right. I 100% agree with you. We should allow it precisely because we hate it. That is the ping of the American Constitution. Elon. Exactly. Free speech matters most when it's someone you hate spouting what you think is bullshit. Antonio. I'm 100% with you, Elon. To the fucking mattresses, no matter what. This is a principle we need to fucking defend with our lives, or we're lost to the darkness. Sorry for the swearing. I'm getting excited. Elon. Loved. I am 100% with you, Elon. To the fucking mattresses, no matter what. This is a principle we need to fucking defend with our lives, or we are lost to the darkness. TJ. Can you buy Twitter and then delete it? Please? XX. America's going insane. The Babylon Bee got suspension is crazy. Raya and I were talking about it today. It was a joke. Why has everyone become so puritanical? Or could you buy Twitter and make it radically free speech? So much stupidity comes from Twitter. XX. Elon. Maybe buy it and change it to properly support free speech. XX. Elon liked. Or can you buy Twitter and make it radically free speech? Joe. I love your Twitter algorithm should be open source tweet. I'm actually speaking to over 100 members of Congress tomorrow at the GOP policy retreat, and this is one of the ideas I'm pushing for reining in crazy big tech. Now I can cite you, so I'll sound less crazy myself. Smiley face. Or, our public squares need to not have arbitrary, sketchy censorship. TJ. I honestly think social media is the scourge of modern life, and the worst of all is Twitter, because it's also a news stream, as well as a social platform, and so has more real-world standing than TikTok, etc., but it's very easy to exploit and is being used by radicals for social engineering on a massive scale, and this shit is infecting the world. Please do something to fight wokeism. I will do anything to help. XX. Elon. Liked. I love your Twitter algorithm should be an open source tweet. I'm actually speaking to over 100 members of Congress tomorrow at the GOP policy retreat, and this is one of the ideas I'm pushing for reining in crazy big tech. Now I can cite you, so I'll sound less crazy myself. Smiley face. Our public squares need to not have arbitrary sketchy censorship. Elon. Absolutely. What we have right now is hidden corruption. Joe. Loved. What we have right now is hidden corruption. Jack. Yes, a new platform is needed. It can't be a company. This is why I left. Link. Elon. Okay. What should it sound like? Jack. I believe it must be an open source protocol funded by a foundation of sorts that doesn't own the protocol, only advances it. A bit like what Signal has done. It can't have an advertising model, otherwise a few surface area that governments and advertisers will try to influence and control. If it has a centralized entity behind it, it will be attacked. This isn't complicated work, it just has to be done right, so it's resilient to what has happened to Twitter. Elon. Super interesting idea. Jack. I'm off the Twitter board mid-May and then completely out of company. I intend to do this work and fix our mistakes. Twitter started as a protocol, and it should have never been a company. That was the original sin. Elon. I'd like to help if I'm able to. Jack. I wanted to talk with you about it after I was all clear, because you care so much. You get its importance, and could help in immeasurable ways. Back when we had the activists come in, I tried my hardest to get you on our board, and our board said no. That's about the time I decided I needed to work to leave. As hard as it was for me. Elon. Loved. I wanted to talk to you about it after I was all clear, because you care so much, get its importance, and could help in immeasurable ways. Back when we had the activists come in, I tried my hardest to get you on our board, and our board said no. That's about the time I decided I need to work to leave, as hard as it was for me. Elon. Do you have a moment to talk? Jack. About to head out to dinner, but can for a minute. Jack. I think the main reason is the board is just super risk averse and saw adding you as more risk, which I thought was completely stupid and backwards. But I only had one vote, and 3% of the company, and no dual-class shares. Hard setup. We can discuss more. Elon. Let's definitely discuss more. I think it's worth both trying to move Twitter in a better direction and doing something new that's decentralized. Jack. It's likely the best option. I just have doubts. But open. Elon. Liked. It's likely the best option. I just have doubts. But open. This is Elon. Please call when you have a moment. It is regarding the Twitter board. Larry. Elon, I'd like to chat with you in the next day or so. I don't think we need another Twitter. Elon, want to talk now? Egon, have follow-up. Let's chat today whenever convenient for you. Larry. Sure. Egon. Hi everyone. Parag CEO, Brett Chairman, and Martha, Head of Gov. You are connected with Elon. He has briefed on my conversations with you. Elon, everyone excited about prospect of you being involved and on board. Next step is for you to chat with 3 of them so we can move this forward quickly. Maybe we can get this done the next few days. Elon. Thanks, Egon. Brett. This is Brett Taylor. Let me know when you have a minute to speak today. Just got off with Parag and I know he's eager to speak with you today as well. Flexible all day. Later tonight would work. Maybe 7 p.m. I have a minor case of COVID, so I'm a little under the weather. Parag. Hey Elon. Great to be connected directly. Would love to chat. Brett. Sorry to hear. It can knock you out. 7 p.m. sounds great. Elon. Liked. Sorry to hear. It can knock you out. 7 p.m. sounds great. Parag. Would love to talk. Please let me know what time works. I'm super flexible. Parag. Elon. Perhaps tonight around 8? Parag. That works. Look forward to talking. Elon. Liked. That works. Look forward to talking. Dr. Jabbour. Hi E. Pain settling down? Time for a latter-day Gutenberg to bring back free speech and buy Twitter. Elon. Just finishing a Tesla autopilot for engineering call. Parag. Liked. Just finishing a Tesla autopilot engineering call. Will. Hey, I saw your poll about Twitter and free speech. I'm not sure if this is what's on your mind, but my collaborator Sam Bankman-Fried, Link, has for a while been potentially interested in purchasing it and then making it better for the world. If you want to talk with him about possible joint effort in that direction, his number is, and he's on Signal. Martha. Hey Elon, I'm Martha, chair of Twitter Namgov. Know you've talked to Brett and Parag. Keen to have a chat when you have time. I'm in Europe. Also hope COVID's not too horrible as I hear you have it. Elon. Does he have huge amounts of money? Parag. Look forward to meeting you soon. Can you let us know when you're able to meet in the Bay Area in the next couple of days? Matthias. Why don't you buy Twitter? We run it for you. And establish a true platform of free speech. Would be a real contribution to democracy. Elon. Interesting idea. Matthias. I'm serious. It's doable. Will be fun. Martha. Hey Elon, I'm Martha, chair of Twitter Namgov. Know you've talked to Brett and Parag. I'm very keen to have a chat when you have time. I'm in Europe, but we'll make anything work. Elon. Sounds good. Perhaps a call late tonight Central Time works? I'm usually up until 3 a.m. Will. Depends on how you define huge. He's worth $24 billion, and his early employees with shared values bumped that to $30 billion. I asked about how much he could do in principle, contribute, and he said 1 to 3 billion would be easy. 3 to 8 billion I could do, and 8 to 15 billion is maybe possible but would require financing. If you were interested to discuss the idea, I asked, and he said he'd be down to meet you in Austin. He's based in the Bahamas normally, and I might visit Austin next week. If you'd be around. Martha. If okay with you, I'll try you 10 a.m. CET, 1 a.m. PST. Looking forward to meeting you. Elon. Sure. I land in San Jose tomorrow around 2 p.m. and depart around midnight. My Tesla meetings are flexible so I can meet any time in those 10 hours. That's a start. Martha. Thanks V much for the time, Elon. Please let us know who in your office our GC can talk to. Sleep well. Elon. You're most welcome. Great to talk. Brett. By tomorrow, do you mean Thursday or Friday? Elon. Today. Parag. I can make time in those 10 hours work. Brett. I land in Oakland at 8:30 p.m. Perhaps we can meet at 9:30 p.m. somewhere. I'm working to see if I can move up my flight from NYC to land earlier in the meantime. Working on landing earlier and landing in San Jose so we can have dinner near you. We'll keep you both posted in real time. Okay, successfully moved my flight to land at 6:30 p.m. in San Jose. Working on a place we can meet privately. Elon. Sounds good. Crypto spam on Twitter really needs to get crushed. It's a major blight on the user experience, and they scam so many innocent people. Will, would you like me to intro you two via text? Brett. It sounds like we're confirming 7 p.m. at a private residence near San Jose. Our assistants reached out to Jen on logistics. Let me know if either of you have any concerns or want to move things around. Looking forward to our conversation. Parag. Works for me. Excited to see you both in person. Will, would you like me to intro you two via text? Elon. Jen had a baby and I decided to try having no assistant for a few months. Likewise. Brett. The address is... Does 7 p.m. work for you, Elon? Elon. Probably close to that time. Might only be able to get there by 7:30, but we'll try for earlier. Brett. Sounds good. I'm going to be a bit early because my plane is landing earlier, but free all evening, so we can start whenever you get there, and Parag and I can catch up in the meantime. This wins for the weirdest place I've had a meeting recently. I think they were looking for an Airbnb near the airport, and there are tractors and donkeys. Elon. Awesome. Maybe Airbnb's algorithm thinks you love tractors and donkeys. Who doesn't? On my way. There in about 15 minutes. Brett. And abandoned trucks in case we start a catering business after we meet. Elon. Sounds like a post-apocalyptic movie set. Brett. Basically, yes. Elon. You vouch for him? Will. Very much so. Very dedicated to making the long-term future of humanity go well. Elon. Okay then. Sure. Will. Great. We'll use Signal. Hey there. Hey, here's introducing you both. Sam and Elon. You both have interest in games, making the very long-run future go well, and buying Twitter. So I think you'd have a good conversation. Signal doesn't work. Used iMessage instead. Elon. Okay. Great dinner. Brett. Really great. The donkeys and dystopian surveillance helicopters added to the ambience. Elon. Definitely one for the memory books. Parag. Memorable for multiple reasons. Really enjoyed it. Will. And in case you want to get a feel for Sam, here's the April 1st tweet from his foundation, the Future Fund, which I'm advising on. I thought you might like it. And here's the actual, more informative launch tweet. Moving 100 million to 1 billion this year to improve the future of humanity. Link. Sam. Great to meet you, Elon. Happy to chat about Twitter or other things whenever. Elon. Hi. Maybe we can talk later today? I'm in Germany. Sam. I'm on EST. Could talk sometime between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. Germany time today. Elon. Connecting Martha, Twitter, Namgov, with Jared. Runs my family office. Jared, there is important paperwork to be done to allow me to hopefully join the Twitter board. Martha. Thanks, Elon. Appreciate this. Hi, Jared. I'm going to put Sean Edgett in touch with you, who is GC at Twitter. Jared. Sounds good. Please have him call anytime or send the docs to my email, jared@accession.com. Martha. Thumbs up. Elon. You available to chat for 5 minutes? I'd like to relay the board we just finished. Elon. Sure. Brett. Just spoke to Martha. Let me know when you have time to talk today or tomorrow. Sounds like you're about to get on a flight. Flexible. Parag. I expect you heard from Martha and Brett already. I'm super excited about the opportunity and look forward to working closely and finding ways to use your time as effectively as possible to improve Twitter and the public conversation. Elon. Sounds good. I'm just about to take off from Berlin to Austin, but feel free to talk anytime tomorrow. Brett. I'm free all day. Text when you're available. Planning to take a hike with my wife, and that is the only part where my reception may be spotty. Looking forward to speaking, and looking forward to working with you. Elon. Liked. I am free all day. Text when you're available. Planning to take a hike with my wife, and that is the only part where my reception may be spotty. Looking forward to speaking, and looking forward to working with you. Jack. I heard good things are happening. Elon. Liked. I heard good things are happening. Matthias. Congrats to the Twitter invest. Fast execution. Shall we discuss whether we should join that project? I was serious with my suggestion. Ken. Love it. Joe. Excited to see the stake in Twitter. Awesome. Backdoor man, they're saying. Hope you're able to influence it. I bet you the board doesn't even get full reporting or see any report of the censorship decisions, and little cabals going on there, but they should. The lefties on the board likely want plausible deniability. Brett. Hey, are you available? Anonymous. Congratulations. The above article was laying out some of the things that might happen. Step 1. Blame the platform for its users. Step 2. Coordinated pressure campaign. Step 3. Exodus of the blue checks. Step 4. Deplatforming, but it will not be easy. It will be a war. Let the battle begin. It will be a delicate game of letting right-wingers back on Twitter and how to navigate that, especially the boss himself, if you're up for that. I would also lay out the standards early, but have someone who has a savvy cultural/political view to be the VP of actual enforcement. A Blake Masters type. Brett. Given the SEC filing, would you like to speak ASAP to coordinate on communications? Call ASAP when you're back. Egon. Hi, if you have a few moments, call anytime. Flying to UK. Elon. Just spoke to Brett. His call woke me up. Got it from Berlin at 4 a.m. Just spoke to Brett. His call woke me up. Got it from Berlin at 4 a.m. Egon. Praying emoji. Elon. Please talk to Martha about the filing. Jared. Okay. Elon. Liked. Excited to see the stake in Twitter. Awesome. Backdoor man, they're saying. Haha. Hope you're able to influence it. I bet you the board doesn't even get full reporting or see any report of the censorship decisions, and little cabals going on there, but they should. The lefties on the board likely want plausible deniability. Elon. Liked. Love it. Sure, happy to talk. Matthias. I am going to Miami tomorrow for a week. Shall we speak then or Wednesday and take it from there? Martha. Morning, Elon. You woke up to quite a storm. Great to hear from Brett that you agree we can move this along quickly today. Jared, I'm assuming it's you I should send the standstill they discussed today. To you. It will be the same as Egon and Silver Lake undertook. Let me know if you should go to someone else. We're really keen to get this done in the next couple of hours. Thank you. Elon. You can send to both of us. Sorry, I just woke up when Brett called. I arrived from Berlin around 4 a.m. Sure. Martha, no apologies necessary. How would you like it sent? If by email, please let me know where. Elon, text or email. My email is Martha. Thumbs up emoji. Elon liked. Hi E, pain settling down. Time for a latter-day Gutenberg to bring back free speech. And by Twitter. Martha, attachment. Twitter cooperation agreement. Draft, April 4th, 2022. .doc. See. Here it is. Also gone by email, same as Egon's, but even more pared back. Just copying you both to confirm sent agreement. V keen to get this done quickly as per your conversation. Brett, do you have 5 minutes? Elon, sure. Happy to talk if you'd like. Parag, that'll be very helpful. Please call me when you have a moment. Elon, just on the phone with Jared. We'll call as soon as that's done. Parag, liked. Just on the phone with Jared. We'll call as soon as that's done. Kyle, so can you bust us out of Twitter jail now? Lol. Elon, I do not have that ability. Thank you for considering me for the Twitter board, but after thinking it over, my current time commitments would prevent me from being an effective board member. This may change in the future. Elon. Joe, are you going to liberate Twitter from the censorship-happy mob? Elon, I will provide advice, which they may or may not choose to follow. Kyle, lol, I know. Big move, though. Love to see it. Brett, link. Parag, you shouldn't have an updated agreement in your email. I'm available to chat. Elon, laughed at, link. Approved. Parag, have a few minutes to chat. I'm eager to move fast. Elon, sure, I'm just on a SpaceX engine review call. Parag, please call me after. I'm excited to share that we're appointing at Elon Musk to our board. Through conversations with Elon in recent weeks, it became clear to me that he would bring great value to our board. Why? Above all else, he is both a passionate believer and intense critic of the service, which is exactly what we need on Twitter and in the boardroom to make us stronger in the long term. Welcome, Elon. Elon, sounds good. Sending out shortly? Parag, link. Elon, cool. Parag, super excited. Martha, I'm so thrilled you're joining the board. I apologize about the bump of the first agreement. I'm not a good manager of lawyers. I really look forward to meeting you. Brett, I am excited to work with you and grateful this worked out. Jack, thank you for joining. Link. Elon, absolutely. Hope I can be helpful. Likewise. Thanks, Martha. Same here. Likewise. Jack, immensely. Parag is an incredible engineer. The board is terrible. Always here to talk through anything you want. Elon, when's a good time to talk confidentially? Jack, anytime. Elon, thanks. Great conversation. Jack, always. I couldn't be happier you're doing this. I've wanted it for a long time. Got very emotional when I learned it was finally possible. Elon loved, always. I couldn't be happier you're doing this. I've wanted it for a long time. Got very emotional when I learned it was finally possible. Elon, please be super vocal if there's something dumb I'm doing or not doing. That would be greatly appreciated. Elon, just had a great conversation with Jack. Are you free to talk later tonight? Jack, I trust you, but def will do. Parag, yeah, what time? Elon, would be great to unwind permanent bans except for spam accounts and those that explicitly advocate violence. 7 p.m. CA time, or any time after that. Liked, I trust you, but def will do. Parag, 7p works. Talk soon. Elon, calling back in a few mins. Parag, liked, calling back in a few mins. Elon, pretty good summary. Link. Ira, if you plan on joining the nom/gov or comp committees, let me know and I can give you some tips. Haha, Elon. Haha, I didn't even want to join the Twitter board. They pushed really hard to have me join. Ira, you're a pushover, and you already got them to try the edit. Oh yeah, it had already been in the works. Sure. Elon, it was actually in the works, but I didn't know. Justin, I f***ing love that you're the majority owner of Twitter. My friends David and Daniel have a program that verifies identity that would be nice to connect to Twitter. As in, if people choose to use it, it could verify that they're a real person and not a troll farm. I should introduce you to them. Gail. Gail here. Have you missed me? Smile. Are you ready to do a proper sit-down with me? So much to discuss. Especially with your Twitter play. What do I need to do? P.S. I'd like a Twitter edit feature with a 24-hour time limit. We all say shit we regret and want to take back in the heat of the moment. Elon. Twitter edit button is coming. The whole Twitter thing getting blown out of proportion. Owning 9% is not quite control. Gail. I never thought that it did. And I'm not good in math. Elon. Twitter should move to the center, but Parag already thought that should be the case before I came along. Elon laughed at, I never thought that it did, and I'm not good in math. Matthias. A short call about Twitter? Hashtag status quo. It is a de facto public town square, but it is a problem that it does not adhere to free speech principles. So the core product is pretty good, but it does not serve democracy. And 2, the current business model is a dead end, and as reflected by flat share price. Goal. Make Twitter the global backbone of free speech and open marketplace of ideas that truly complies with the spirit of the First Amendment and shift the business model to a combination of ad-supported and paid-to-support quality. Game plan. 1. Solve free speech. 1A. Step 1. Make it censorship free by radically reducing terms of service, now hundreds of pages, to the following. Twitter users agree to 1. Use their service to send spam or scam users. 2. Promote violence. 3. Post legal pornography. Upside down smiley face. 1B. Step 2. Make Twitter censorship resistant. Ensure censorship resistance by implementing measures that warrant that Twitter can't be censored long term, regardless of which government and management. How? Keep pushing projects at Twitter that have been working on developing a decentralized social network protocol. It's not easy, but the back end must run on decentralized infrastructure. APIs should become open. Back to the roots. Twitter started and became big with open APIs. Twitter would be one of the many clients that post and consume content, then create a marketplace for algorithms, e.g., if you're a snowflake and you don't want content that offends you, pick another algorithm. 2. Solve share price. Current state of the business. Twitter's ad revenues grow steadily and for the time being are sufficient to fund operations. MAUs are flat, no structural growth. Share price is flat, no confidence in the existing business model, or Jack. Link. Looks like there's a verified account in the swamp of despair over there. Elon. Haha. Parag. A host of ideas around this merit exploration. Even lower friction ones than this. Elon. I have a thought about this that could take out 2 birds with 1 stone. By the way, what's your email? Parag. Paraga@twitter.com. Would you like to do a Q&A for employees next week virtually? My travel is causing too long of a delay and only about 10 to 15% of the audience will be in person, so we will be optimizing for virtual anyways. Would any of Wednesday/Thursday, 11 Pacific next week work for you for a 45-minute video Q&A? Else I can suggest other times. Trying to maximize attendance across global time zones. Would love to hear more when we speak next. Do you have any availability tomorrow? Elon. Sure. It would be great to get an update from the Twitter engineering team so that my suggestions are less dumb. Parag. Yep. We'll set up a product plus ing conversation ahead of Q&A. They said I expect most questions to not get into specific ideas/depth, but more around what you believe about the future of Twitter and why it matters, what you can personally, how to want to engage with us, what you hope to see change, but also some from people who are upset that you are involved and generally don't like you for some reason. As you said yesterday, goal is for people to just hear you speak directly instead of make assumptions about you for media stories. Would Thursday 11 Pacific work next week for the Q&A? Elon. 11 a.m. PT on WED works great. Parag. Okay, cool. So we'll confirm a convo Wednesday 11 a.m. PT with small ing and product leads, and the AMA on Thursday 11 a.m. PT. Also, my email to company about AMA leaked already, plus lots of leaks from internal Slack messages. Link. I think there is a large silent majority that is excited about you bring on the board, so this isn't representative. Happy to talk about it. None of this is a surprise. Elon. Seedy. Awesome. Damn autocorrect. As expected, yeah, it would be good to sync up. I can talk tomorrow night or anytime this weekend. I love our conversations. Parag. I'm totally flexible after 5:30 Pacific tomorrow. Let me know what works, and yes, this is expected, and I think a good thing to move us in a positive direction, despite the turmoil internally. I think this is very helpful in moving the company forward. Elon. Awesome. I have a ton of ideas, but let me know if I'm pushing too hard. I just want Twitter to be maximum amazing. Parag. I want to hear all the ideas, and I'll tell you which ones I'll make progress on versus not, and why. And in this phase, just good to spend as much time with you, plus have my product and Eng team talk to you to ingest information on both sides. Elon. I would like to understand the technical details of the Twitter codebase. This will help me calibrate the dumbness of my suggestions. I wrote heavy-duty software for 20 years. Parag. I used to be CTO and have been in our codebase for a long time, so I can answer many of your questions. Elon. I interface way better with engineers who are able to do hardcore programming than with program managers/MBA types of people. Elon liked. I used to be CTO and have been in our codebase for a long time. Elon. Fire emoji. Parag. In our next convo, treat me like an engineer instead of CEO, and let's see where we get. I'll know after that convo who might be the best engineer to connect you to. Elon. Frankly, I hate doing MGMT stuff. I kinda didn't think anyone should be the boss of anyone, but I love helping solve technical/product design problems. You got it. Parag. Looking forward to speaking tomorrow. Do you like calendar invites sent to your email address? Elon. Liked. Look forward to speaking tomorrow. Do you like calendar invites sent to your email address? Elon. I already put the 2 dates on my calendar, but no problem to send me supplementary stuff. I just own 9% of Twitter. so don't control the company. I will raise the identity issue with Parag. CEO. Parag. I'm available starting now if you want to have a chat about engineering at Twitter. Let me know. Elon. Call in about 45 minutes. Parag. Liked. Call in about 45 minutes. Elon. We'll call back shortly. Attachment. I am so sick of stuff like this. Parag. We should be catching this. Elon. Yeah. I have an idea for a blockchain social media system that does both payments and short text messages / links like Twitter. You have to pay a tiny amount to register your message on the chain, which will cut out the vast majority of spam and bots. There is no throat to choke, so free speech is guaranteed. The second piece of the muzzle is a massive real-time database that keeps a copy of all blockchain messages in memory, as all messages sent to or received by you, your followers, and those you follow. Third piece is a Twitter-like app on your phone that accesses the database in the cloud. This could be massive. Parag. You are free to tweet, is Twitter dying, or anything else about Twitter, but it's my responsibility to tell you that it's not helping me make Twitter better in the current context. Next time we speak, I'd like you to provide perspective on the level of internal distraction right now and how it's hurting our ability to do work. I hope the AMA will help people get to know you, to understand why you believe in Twitter, and to trust you. And I'd like the company to get to a place where we are more resilient and don't get distracted, but we aren't there right now. Elon, what did you get done this week? I'm not joining the board. This is a waste of time. We'll make an offer to take Twitter private. Kimball. I'd love to learn more. I've dug deep on Web3, not crypto as much, and the voting powers are amazing and verified. Lots you could do here for this as well. Elon. I think a new social media company is needed that is based on a blockchain and includes payments. Kimball. Would have them pay with a token associated with the service. You'd have to hold the token in your wallet to post. Doesn't have to expensive, it will grow over time in value. Parag. Can we talk? Kimball. Blockchain prevents people from deleting tweets. Pros and cons, but let the games begin. Brett. Parag just called me and mentioned your text conversation. Can you talk? Kimball. If you did use your own token, you would not need advertising. It's a pay-for-use service, but at a very low price. With scale, it will be a huge business purely for the benefit of the users. I hate advertisements. Elon. Liked. With scale, it will be a huge business purely for the benefit of the users. I hate advertisements. Kimball. There are some good ads out there. The voting component of interested users, only vote if you want to, could vote on ads that add value. The advertisers would have to stake a much larger amount of tokens, but other than there is no change for the ads. It will bring out the creatives, and the ads can politically incorrect /art /Activision /philanthropy. Elon. Please expect a private offer. Brett. I saw the text thread. Do you have 5 minutes so I can understand the context? I don't currently. Elon. Fixing Twitter by chatting with Parag won't work. Drastic action is needed. This is hard to do as a public company, as purging fake users will make the numbers look terrible, so restructuring should be done as a private company. This is Jack's opinion too. Brett. Can you take 10 minutes to talk this through with me? It has been about 24 hours since you joined the board. I get your point, but just want to understand about the sudden pivot and make sure I deeply understand your point of view and path forward. Kimball. Voting rights could also crowdsource kicking scammers out. It drives me crazy when I see people promoting the scam and that you're giving away Bitcoin. Lots of bad people out there. Elon. I'm about to take off, but can talk tomorrow. Brett. Thank you. Hey, can you speak this evening? I have seen your tweets and feel more urgency about understanding your path forward. Acknowledging your text with Parag yesterday, you are declining to join the board. This will be reflected in our 8K tomorrow. I've asked our team to share a draft with your family office today. I'm looking forward to speaking today. Elon. Sounds good. It is better, in my opinion, to take Twitter private. Restructure and return to the public markets once that is done. That was also Jack's view when I talked to him. Michael. Have any time to see Philippe Lafont in Vancouver tomorrow? Elon. Maybe. Michael. Any particular time of best? Any time best? Elon. What exactly does he want? Michael. Has some ideas on Twitter, owns $1 billion of Tesla, did last 2 or 3 SpaceX rounds, and wants to get into boring in the future. I told him to help with recruiting. You can honestly do like 20 minutes in your hotel. He's super smart. Good guy. Elon. Okay, he can come by tonight. Room 1001 at Shangri-La. Michael. Need to find you a great assistant. I'm headed to bed. I'll tell Philippe to email you when he lands tonight in case you're still up and want to meet. Elon. After several days of deliberation, this is obviously a matter of serious gravity. I have decided to move forward with taking Twitter private. I will send you an offer letter tonight, which will be public in the morning. Happy to connect you with my team if you have any questions. Thanks, Elon. Brett. Acknowledged. Brett. Confirming I received your email. Also, please use btaylor@gmail.com going forward. My personal email. Elon. Will do. My plan B is a blockchain-based version of Twitter where the tweets are embedded in a transaction as comments, so you'd have to pay maybe 0.1 Doge per comment or repost of that comment. Link. Gail. Elon, you buying Twitter or offering to buy Twitter? Wow. Now, don't you think we should sit down together face to face? This is, as the kids of today say, a gangsta move. I don't know how shareholders turn this down. Like I said, you're not like the other kids in the class. Steve. Amazing. Not sure which plan to root for. If plan B wins, let me know. If blockchain engineers would be helpful. Sam. By the way, Elon would love to talk about Twitter. Also, a post on how blockchain plus Twitter could work. Link. Michael. Link. Could be cool to do this with Sam Bankman-Fried. Mark. Link. You are the hero Gotham needs. Hell effing yes. Elon. Loved. Elon. You buying Twitter or offering to buy Twitter? Wow. Now don't you think we should sit down together face to face? This is, as the kids of today say, a gangsta move. I don't know how shareholders turn this down. Like I said, you're not like the other kids in the class. Jason. You should raise your offer. 54.21. The perfect counter. You could easily clean up bots and spam and make the service viable for many more users. Removing bots and spam is a lot less complicated than what the Tesla self-driving team is doing, based on hearing the last edge case meeting. And why should blue checkmarks be limited to the elite? Press and celebrities. How is that democratic? The kingdom would like a word. Tweet. Brett. Elon, as you saw from our press release, the board is in receipt of your letter and is evaluating your proposal to determine the course of action that it believes is in the best interest of Twitter and all of its stockholders. We will be back in touch with you when we have completed that work. Elon. Sounds good. Matthias. Our editor of Die Welt just gave an interview why he left Twitter. What he is criticizing is exactly what you most likely want to change. I'm thrilled to discuss Twitter's future when you are ready. So exciting. Elon. Interesting. Anonymous. Hey Elon. My name is Jake Sherman. I'm a reporter with Punchbowl News in Washington. I cover Congress. Wonder if you're game to talk about how Twitter would change for politics if you were at the helm. Adeo. Would love you to buy Twitter and fix it. Praying emoji. Elon. Loved. Would love you to buy Twitter and fix it. Praying emoji. Omiad. Thank you for what you're doing. We all love you and are always behind you. Not having a global platform that is truly free speech is dangerous for all. Companies are all adapting some form of context moderation, and it's all dependent on ownership on how it shifts and advertisers paying them, as you've said. Omiad. Who knew a Saudi Arabian prince had so much leverage and so much to say about Twitter? Jason. Back of the envelope, Twitter revenue per employee, 5 billion rev, 8K employees equals 625K rev per employee in 2021. Google revenue per employee, 25.7 billion rev, 257 billion rev, slash 135K employee equals 1.9 million per employee in 2021. Apple revenue per employee, 365 billion rev, 154K employees equals 2.37 million per employee in fiscal 2021. Twitter revenue per employee, if 3K instead of 8K, 5 billion rev, slash 3K employees equals 1.66 million rev per employee in 2021. More industry standard. Elon. Emphasized. Back of the envelope, Twitter revenue per employee, 5 billion rev, slash 8K employees equals 625K rev per employee in 2021. Google revenue per employee, 257 billion rev, slash 135K employee equals 1.9 million per employee in 2021. Apple revenue per employee, 365 billion rev, slash 154K employees equals 2.37 million per employee in fiscal 2021. Insane potential for improvement. Jason. Attachment. Day 0. Sharpen your blades, boys. 2-day-a-week office requirement equals 20% voluntary departures. Link. I mean, the product roadmap is beyond, obviously. Premium feature abound, and Twitter Blue has exactly 0. What committee came up with this list of dog shit features in Blue? It's worth paying to turn it off. Elon. Yeah, what an insane piece of shit. Jason. Maybe we don't talk Twitter on Twitter DM? Elon. Was just thinking that. Nothing said there so far is anything different from what I said publicly. By the way, Parag is still on a 10-day vacation in Hawaii. Jason. No reason to cut it short in your first tour as CEO. Exclamation marks. Shouldn't he be in a war room right now? Elon. Does doing occasional Zoom calls while drinking fruity cocktails at the Four Seasons count? Jason. Tongue emoji. Joe. Even Governor DeSantis just called me now with ideas how to help you and outrage at that board and saying the public is rooting for you. Let me know if you or anybody on your side wants to chat with him. Would be fun to see if you guys are around this weekend or the next few days. Elon. Cool. Jason. Link. I'm starting a DAO. Laughing emojis. If you don't whine, money goes to open source Twitter competitor. Laughing emojis. Elon. Liked. Money goes to buy Twitter shares. If you don't whine, money goes to open source Twitter competitor. Laughing emojis. Brett. Elon, I am just checking in to reiterate that the board is seriously reviewing the proposal in your letter. We are working on a formal response as quickly as we can, consistent with our fiduciary duties. Feel free to reach out anytime. Elon, I am just checking in to reiterate that the board is seriously reviewing the proposal in your letter. We are working on a formal response as quickly as we can, consistent with our fiduciary duties. Feel free to reach out anytime. Elon, you're calling Morgan Stanley to speak poorly of me? Maybe Oprah would be interested in joining the Twitter board if my bid succeeds. Wisdom about humanity and knowing what is right are more important than so-called board governance skills, which mean pretty much nothing, in my experience. Any interest in participating in the Twitter deal? Not at all. Larry. Yes, of course. Elon. Cool. Larry Ellison is interested in being part of the Twitter take private. Roughly what dollar size? Not holding you to anything, but the deal is oversubscribed, so I have to reduce or kick out some participants. Larry. $1 billion, or whatever you recommend. Jared. Elon. Whatever works for you. I'd recommend maybe $2 billion or more. This is very high potential, and I'd rather have you than anyone else. Larry. I agree that it has huge potential, and it would be lots of fun. Elon. Absolutely. Jared. Link. Attachment. He seems to point to a similar blockchain-based idea. Also, we now have the right software engineer for you to speak with about the blockchain idea. Do you want an intro, or just contact info? Elon. Who is this person, and who recommended them? The engineer? I mean, the idea of blockchain free speech has been around for a long time. The questions are really about how to implement it. Jared. Former SpaceXer, current CTO at Matter Labs, a blockchain company. TBC is on the verge of hiring him. Link. Elon. Okay. Jared. Best to intro you via email? Elon. Yeah. Jared. Investor calls are currently scheduled from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. We'd like to do a brief check-in beforehand. Elon. Okay. Whatever time works. Jared. Whatever time works. I'll be dialing into the calls as well. Let me know if you prefer that I'm there in person at the house or if remote is better. Elon. Remote is fine. BL. I have a Twitter CEO candidate for you. Bill Gurley/Benchmark. They were early investors as well, so know all the drama. Want to meet him? Elon. Thanks, James. Your unwavering support is deeply appreciated. Elon. I think the tender has a real chance. Would it be possible for you and me to talk this weekend? Or any group of people from the Twitter and my side? Brett. Yes, that would be great. I would suggest me and Sam Britton from Goldman on our side. Do you have the time this afternoon/evening? Joe. I really hope you get Twitter. If you do, we should throw a hell of a party. Elon. 100 emoji. Sounds good. Whatever time works for you and Sam is good for me. Brett. Can we call you in 15 minutes? 4:30 p.m. PT? Not sure what time zone you're in. I can just call your mobile. Let me know if you prefer Zoom, conference call code, or something different. Elon. Sure. Mobile's fine. Brett. Mobile's fine. Elon. I'll be universally beloved, since it is so easy to please everyone on Twitter. Jason. It feels like everyone wants the exact same thing, and they will be patient and understanding of any changes. Twitter stans are a reasonable, good faith bunch. These dipshits spent years on Twitter Blue to give people exactly nothing they want. Splitting revenue with video creators like YouTube could be a huge unlock. We could literally give video creators 100% of their ad revenue up to $1 million, then do split. Elon. Absolutely. Jason. 5 teams, 5 North Star metrics, 1 legacy ops, uptime speed, 2 membership team. Remove bots while getting users to pay for real name memberships, $5 a month, $50 a year, includes 24 hours response to customer service. 3. Payments, percentage of users that have connected a bank account/made a deposit. 4. Creator team. Get creators to publish to Twitter first. Musicians, YouTubers, TikTokers, etc. by giving them the best percentage split in the industry and promotion. 5. Transparency team. Make the algorithm and moderation understandable and fair. I think those are the 5 critical pieces. Everyone agrees to year 1 sprint, including coming back to offices within the first 60 days, unless given special dispensation for extraordinary contribution. Hard reboot the organization. Feels like no one is setting priorities ruthlessly. 12,000 working on whatever they want? No projects being cancelled? Move HQ to Austin. Rent Gigafactory excess space. Elon. Want to be strategic advisor if this works out? Want to be strategic advisor to Twitter if this works out? Jason. 100%. Board member advisor whatever. You have my sword. Elon loved board member advisor whatever. You have my sword. Jason. If 2, 3, or 4 unlock, they are each £250 plus markets. Payments is 250 to 500 billion. YouTube/creators is 250 billion. Membership, no one has tried really, so hard to estimate. 1 to 5 million paid members may be at $50 to $100 a year. 250k corporate memberships at $10k a year. Elon. You are a mind reader. Jason. Put me in the game, coach. Laughing emoji. Twitter CEO is my dream job. Link. We should get Mr. Beast to create for Twitter. We need to win the next 2 generations. Millennials and Z are meh on Twitter. Elon, for sure. Mike Pop, for sure. Definitely things can be better and more culturally engaged. Mike, I think you're in a unique position to broker better AI to detect bots the second they pop up. Elon, liked, I think you're in a unique position to broker better AI to detect bots the second they pop up. Brett, just tried calling. Please call whenever you're available. Elon, calling shortly. Brett, great thanks. Elon, Morgan Stanley needs to talk to me. I will call as soon as that's done. Brett, no problem. Here when you're ready. Elon, liked, no problem. Here when you're ready. Brett, I understand our advisors just had a productive call. I am available to speak after you've debriefed with them. Elon, sounds good. Larry, since you think I should come in for at least $2 billion, I'm in for $2 billion. Elon, haha, thanks. Do you want to participate in the Twitter transaction? Kimball, let's discuss tomorrow. Elon, okay. Kimball, I can break away from my group a lot of the time. We'll text tomorrow afternoon, and if you're free, we can meet up. Elon, okay. Dr. Jabor, hi. E, looks like a Twitter board member scurrying around unbalanced trying to deal with your offer. I'm loving your tactics. Vid taken from my house on Monica Beach. Brad. Elon, loved. Hi, E. Looks like a Twitter board member scurrying around unbalanced trying to deal with your offer. I'm loving your tactics. Vid taken from my house on Monica Beach. Brad. Brett, time for a quick check-in? We'll call you back in a bit. Elon, okay. Can I call you later? I have the SpaceX exec staff meeting right now. We'll be done in half an hour. Do you need to talk before then? Parag. No. Can talk in 30. Elon liked. No. Can talk in 30. Jack. Thank you. Heart emoji. Brett. Link. Elon loved. Link. Thank you. Elon loved. Thank you. Heart emoji. Brett. Here to make this successful in any way I can. Elon. I basically following your advice. Liked. Here to make this successful in any way I can. Jack. I know and I appreciate you. This is the right and only path. I'll continue to do whatever it takes to make it work. Elon. Liked. I know and I appreciate you. This is the right and only path. I'll continue to do whatever it takes to make it work. Elon. Hell yeah. It will take a few months for the deal to complete before I'm actually in control. Absolutely. Jason. Just had the best idea ever for monetization. If you pay 0.1 per follower per year, you can DM all your followers up to 1 time a day. 500,000 follows equals $5,000, and I DM them when I have new podcast episode, or I'm doing an event, or my new book comes out. And let folks slice and dice. So you could DM all your Twitter followers in Berlin and invite them to the Giga Rave. Oh my lord, this would unlock the power of Twitter and goose revenue massively. Who wouldn't pay for this? And if you overuse the tool and are annoying, folks would unfollow you, so it's got a built-in safeguard, unlike email spam. Imagine we asked Justin Bieber to come back and let him DM his fans. He could sell 10 million in merchandise or tickets instantly. Would be insane for power users and companies. Michael, do you have 5 minutes to connect on possible meeting tomorrow I believe you will want to take? Elon, we'll call in about half an hour. Michael, Sam Bankman-Fried is why I'm calling. Link, Elon, question marks? I'm backlogged with a mountain of critical work matters. Is this urgent? Michael, wants 1 to 5 billion. Serious about partnering with you. Same security you own. Not urgent unless you want him to fly tomorrow. He has a window tomorrow, then he's wed Friday booked. Could do 5 billion if everything vision locked. Would do the engineering for social media blockchain integration. Founded FTX crypto exchange. Believes in your mission. Major Democratic donor, so thought it was potentially worth an hour tomorrow a la the Orlando meeting, and he said he could shake hands on 5 if you like him, and I think you will. Can talk when you have more time, not urgent, but if tomorrow works, it could get us 5 billion in equity in an hour. Elon, blockchain Twitter isn't possible, as the bandwidth and latency requirements cannot be supported by a peer-to-peer network, unless those peers are absolutely gigantic, thus defeating the purpose of a decentralized network. Elon disliked. Could do 5 billion if everything vision lock. Elon, so long as I don't have to have a laborious blockchain debate. Strange that Orlando declined. Please let him know that I would like to talk and understand why he declined. Does Sam actually have 3 billion liquid? Michael, I think Sam has it, yes. He actually paid up to 10 at one point, but in writing he said up to 5. He's into you. And he specifically said the blockchain piece is only if you like it and not gonna push it. Orlando referred Sam's interest to us and will be texting you to speak to say why he, Orlando, declined. We agree Orlando needs to call you and explain given everything he said to us and you. We'll make that happen. We can push Sam to next week, but I do believe you will like him. Ultra genius and doer builder like your formula. Built FTX from scratch after MIT physics. Second to Bloomberg and donations to Biden campaign. Elon. Link. David. RT'd. Jack. I want to make sure Parag is doing everything possible to build towards your goals until close. He is really great at getting things done when tasked with specific direction. Would it make sense for me you and him to get on a call to discuss next steps and get really clear on what's needed, he'd be able to move fast and clear then. Everyone is aligned, and this will help even more. Elon. Sure. Mike. When do I start, boss? Elon. It will take at least a few months to close a deal. Mike. Liked. Mike. Loved. It will take at least a few months to close a deal. Elon. Good question. Link. Jack. Great. When is best for you? And please let me know where/if you want my help. I just want to make this amazing and feel bound to it. Elon. How about 7 p.m. Central? Your help would be much appreciated. I agreed with everything you said to me. Jack. Great. Well set up. I won't let this fail and will do whatever it takes. It's too critical to humanity. Elon. Absolutely. Jack. Attachment. I put together a draft list to make the discussion efficient. Goal is to align around 1. Problems we're trying to solve. 2. Long-term priorities. 3. Short-term actions. All using a higher-level guide you spoke about. Think about what you'd add/remove. Getting this nailed will increase velocity. Here's meeting link for 7 p.m. your time. Google link. Elon. Great list of actions. David. Justin Amash, former congressman who's libertarian and good on free speech, asked for an intro to you. I believe I can be helpful to Twitter's team going forward. Thinking about how to handle speech and moderation, how that intersects with ideas about governance, how to navigate actual government, including future threats to Section 230, etc. And I'd love to connect with Elon if he's interested in connecting. I don't have a direct way to contact him, and I believe my expertise can be useful, and my general outlook aligns with his stated goals. Thanks, all the best. Please let me know if you want to connect with him. Tweet. Link. Elon. I don't own Twitter yet. James. Thank you. I will link you up. Also call when some of the dust settles. Hope all's okay. Liked. Elon. Liked. Thank you. I will link you up. Also will call when some of the dust settles. Hope all is okay. David. Understood. Jack. We're on Hangout whenever you're ready. No rush. Just working on refining doc. Elon. Liked. We're on Hangout whenever you're ready. No rush. Just working on refining doc. It's asking me for a Google account login. On a call, free in 30 minutes. You and I are in complete agreement. Parag is just moving far too slowly and trying to please people who will not be happy no matter what he does. Antonio. Okay, I'll call you in 30. Catherine. Will you bring back Jack? Elon. Jack doesn't want to come back. He's focused on Bitcoin. Jack. At least it became clear that you can't work together. That was clarifying. Elon. Yeah. Anonymous. Hi Elon, this is Maddie, Larry Ellison's assistant. Larry asks that I connect the head of this family office, Paul Marinelli, with the head of yours. Would you please share their contact details? Alternatively, please provide them with Paul's cell, 408-483-501. Email paulm@lawrenceinv.com. Elon. jared@accession.com. Thank you. Anonymous. Thank you. Tim. I haven't officially started my podcast yet, but if you think it would be helpful, I'd be happy to record a conversation with you about Twitter to ask some of the common questions and let you expand your thoughts. But only if it would be helpful to you. Mark. Happy to talk about this if this is interesting. Twitter Conversational OS, the town square for your digital life. Elon. Well, I don't own it yet. Sue. Tim. Any day or time that's best for you? And best location. I'm in LA but can zip over to Austin if you're there. Elon. Probably in a few weeks. Tim. Liked. Probably in a few weeks. Read. Great. I'll put you in touch with Satya. Elon. Sounds good. Viv. From a social perspective, Twitter allowing for high-quality video uploads, 1080p at a minimum, and adding a basic in-app video editor would have quite a big impact, I think. Especially useful for citizen journalism and fun educational content. Might even help Twitter regain market share lost to TikTok. Elon. Do you want to invest in Twitter take private? Agreed. Twitter can't monetize videos yet, so video is a loss for Twitter and for those who post. Twitter needs better guidance. Read. Elon. Satya. As indicated, this connects the two of you by text and phone. It's way beyond my resources. I presume you are not interested in venture. Viv. Yeah, 100%. Satya. Thanks, Reed. Elon. We'll text and coordinate a time to chat. Thanks. Viv. They should have a subscription that's actually useful. Unlike Twitter Blue, haha. Satya. Hi, Elon. Let me know when you have time to chat. Can do tomorrow evening or weekend. Look forward to it. Thanks, Satya. Elon. I can talk now if you want. Totally. Satya. Calling. Thanks for the chat. We'll stay in touch and we'll for sure follow up on Teams feedback. Elon. There's plenty of financial support, but you're a friend, so just letting you know you'd get priority. VC money is fine if you want. Sounds good. Trying to figure out what to do with Twitter DMs. They should be end-to-end encrypted. Don't know if better to have redundancy with Signal or integrate it. I'd like to convey some critical elements of the transition plan. Is there a good time for us to talk tonight? Happy to have anyone from Twitter on the call. Read. Very cool. Okay. If I were to put together money, what size could you make available? Elon. My biggest concern is headcount and expense growth. Twitter has 3 times the headcount per unit of revenue of other social media companies, which is very unhealthy in my view. Whatever you'd like, I will just cut back others. I would need to know the approximate by next week. Read. What would be the largest money that would be okay? I consulted with our LPs, and I have strong demand. Would be fun. Elon. 2 billion? Read. Can be less if easier. The round is oversubscribed, so I just have to tell other investors what their allocation is, ideally by early next week. Jared. Elon, connecting you with SBF. Sam. Hey, Elon, should I connect you with the Morgan Stanley team? Read. Yes, please, especially with the terms, etc. I know Michael Grimes, by the way. Elon. Do you and or Find want to invest in a take private? Fund. Please feel free to call him directly. Connecting Reed Hoffman and Jared Burchell. Jared runs my family office. Reed. Okay, I'll do that. Trying to simplify your massively busy life. Elon. The Morgan Stanley deal team is truly excellent, and I don't say such things lightly. Twitter is obviously not going to be turned into some right-wing nuthouse, aiming to be as broadly inclusive as possible. Do the right thing for the vast majority of Americans. Michael liked, Twitter is obviously not going to be turned into some right-wing nuthouse, aiming to be as broadly inclusive as possible. Do the right thing for vast majority of Americans. Jared. Very nice to connect, Reed. What is the best email to reach you at? Reed. rhoffman@greylock.com. Thanks, and nice to meet you. Jared. Liked rhoffman@greylock.com. Thanks, and nice to meet you. Reed. Indeed. I took you public and the MSFTU deal with them. David. Yes, but I don't have a vehicle for it. Craft is venture. So either I need to set up an SPV or just do it personally. If the latter, my amount would be mice nuts in relative terms, but I would be happy to participate to support the cause. Elon. Up to you. David. Okay, cool. Let me know. I'm in personally and I will raise an SPV too if that works for you. Elon. Sure. Steve. Link. If you're looking for someone to run the Twitter revamping, perhaps as some kind of CXO under you, Emil Michael is a friend that just offered that idea. Genevieve loved working for him at Clout. He went on to become Chief Business Officer of Uber for 2013 to 17. Elon. I don't have a LinkedIn account. I don't think we will have any CXO titles. Steve. Okay. Are you looking to hire anyone or do you plan to run it? Attachment. This is his experience prior to Uber. Elon. Please send me anyone who actually writes good software. Steve. Okay. No management. Good coders. Got it. Elon. Yes. Twitter is a software company. Or should be. Steve. Yes. My son at Reddit and some other young people come to mind. I was thinking about who's going to manage the software people to prioritize and hit deadlines, and I guess that's you. Elon. I will oversee software development. Matthias. Thumbs up. Kimball. Great to hang yesterday. I'd love to help think through the structure for the Doge social media idea. Let me know if I can help. Elon. Okay. Elon loved, you are the hero Gotham needs. Hell effing yes. Elon liked, amazing. Not sure which plan to root for. If plan B wins, let me know. If blockchain engineers would be helpful. Matthias. Attachment. Elon laughed at, who knew a Saudi Arabian prince had so much leverage and so much to say about Twitter. Brian. Hi Elon, it's Brian Kingston at Brookfield. There was an article today in the FT that said we, Brookfield, have decided against providing an equity check for a Twitter buyout. I just want to let you know that didn't come from us. We would never comment on or off the record about something like that, particularly when it relates to one of our partners. We appreciate all that we are doing on solar together and you are allowing us to participate in the Boring Co. raise this week. While I'm sure you don't believe anything you read in the FT anyway, I'm sorry if the article caused any aggravation. If there's anything we can do to be helpful, please let me know. Michael. Michael Grimes here, so you have my number and know who's calling. Dialing you now. Elon. Liked. Michael Grimes here, so you have my number and know who's calling. Dialing you now. Michael. YouTube link. Elon laughed at YouTube link. Michael. If you have a second to chat. Adeo. Attachment. Congrats. Will this be a good thing? Elon. I hope so. Adeo. You've had ideas on how to fix that company for a long time. The time is now. Adeo. I think it's exciting. James Musk. Congrats. Super important to solve the bot problem. Michael. Perfect. Got it. We'll forward the equity interest email to Jared and Alex that he sent in and have it in the queue in the event is needed overall. Absent the blockchain piece, he's focused on investing if you want his interest in Twitter and your mission, but we can park him for now. Agree. Was one piece of equation, and I do think he should be at least 3 billion if you like him and want him, maybe more. We'll work with Jared and Alex to be sure it makes sense to meet. My instinct is, it does because Orlando Bracco also declined today in the end. Not sure if political fears or what, but he flaked today. Elon. Thanks. The bot problem is severe. This is Elon. I'm at my mom's apartment, doing Twitter diligence calls. Jason. Link. On thing you can do in regard is an SVP of 250 folks capped at 10 million. Paying on the next for a large company, but one item on cap table. Jason, you do have to have someone lead/manage the SPV. Elon, go ahead. Jason, liked, go ahead. When you're private, it's fairly easy to do, but I think current shareholders have to re-up. Elon, are you sure? Jason, I am not. Have never done a take private. Large shareholders, QPs, are likely different than non-accredited investors. Elon, no response from Brett, not even an interest in talking. I think it's probably best to release the debt tomorrow. This might take a while. Sorry, who is sending this message? In LA right now, SF tomorrow to due diligence on Twitter. Sorry, I have to be at Twitter HQ tomorrow afternoon for due diligence. Michael, Nikesh came to see me this afternoon, just to talk Twitter and you. If you had the time, he would cancel his plans tomorrow night to meet with you and come to where you are in SF or Mid-Peninsula. Or he could fly to Austin another time, of course. If you want to send him to you after the Twitter meeting, let me know and he will break his plans to do. Elon, it's fine. No need to break his plans. Michael, got it. David, liked, best to be low-key during transaction. Michael, I asked Pat and Christina to each spend the weekend writing up their transition and diligence plan and how to approach debt rating agencies on May 16th. We need one of them signed up. Employment contract for 3 months as transition CFO of X Holdings and owing the model and diligence from financial point of view on the follow-up meetings with Twitter on costs and users and engineers, etc. We believe 2 will not work in the agencies or in front of debt investors as you have to have one CFO. If you were willing to have SVP Ops of X Holdings, Pat would be more qualified for that than Christina, then it's possible to retain them both for the transition. The way to stay on ludicrous speed is to pick one of them tomorrow as transition CFO, and then we run it with full metal jacket. I believe each can do the job and deliver the ratings and debt and transition plan for day 1. Then you dismiss him/her as job well done, or offer permanent CFO if you choose. You get the speed and certainty we need now, but not locked into anything for the future. Elon, neither were great. They asked no good questions and had no good comments. Let's slow down just a few days. Putin's speech tomorrow is extremely important. It won't make sense to buy Twitter if we're headed into World War III. Just saying. Michael, understood. If the pace stays rapid, each are good enough to get job done for the debt. Then, you hire great for go forward. But we'll pause for May 9th, Vladimir, and hope for the best there. We can take stock of where things look after that. Elon, liked, understood. If the pace stays rapid, each are good enough to get job done for the debt. Then you hire great for go forward. But we'll pause for May 9, Vladimir, and hope for the best there. We can take stock of where things look after that. Elon, an extremely fundamental due diligence item is understanding exactly how Twitter confirms 95% of their daily active users are both real people and not double counted. They couldn't answer that on Friday, which is insane. If that number is more like 50% or lower, which is what I would guess based on my feed, then they have been fundamentally misrepresenting the value of Twitter to advertisers and investors. To be super clear, this deal moves forward if it passes due diligence, but obviously not if there are massive gaping issues. True user account is showstopper if actually much lower than the 95% claimed. Parag said that Twitter has 2,500 coders doing at least 100 lines per month. Maybe they could fit this feature in. Link. Antonio. Connecting to you. Anonymous. Hi Elon, this is Peter and my numbers. Look forward to being helpful. Bob. Elon. Got it. Should we use the above 2 numbers for the conf call? Anonymous. Sure. Elon. What's going on with you marketing an SPV to randos? This is not okay. Jason. Not randos. I have the largest angel syndicate and that's how I invest. We've done 250 plus deals like this and we know all the folks. I thought that was how folks were doing it. $100 million on commitments, but if that's not okay, it's fine. Just wanted to support the effort. 300 QPs and 200 accredited investors said they would do it. It's not an open process, obviously. Only folks already in our syndicate. There is massive demand to support your effort, by the way. People really want to see you win. Elon. Morgan Stanley and Jared think you are using our friendship not in a good way. This makes it seem like I'm desperate. Please stop. Jason. Only ever want to support you. Clearly you're not desperate. You have the world's greatest investors voting in support of a deal you have already covered. You're overfunded. We'll quietly cancel it, and to be clear, I'm not out actively soliciting folks. These are our exciting LPs, not randos. Sorry for any trouble. Elon. Morgan Stanley and Jared are very upset. Jason. Ugh. SPVs are how everyone is doing their deals now. Luke loved to SPVs, etc. Just trying to support you, obviously. I reached out to Jared and sorted out. Moved. Elon. Yes, I had to ask him to stop. Elon liked. Just trying to support you, obviously. I reached out to Jared and sorted out. Jason. Cleaned it up with Jared. Elon liked. Cleaned it up with Jared. Jason. I get where he's coming from. Candidly, this deal has just captured the world imagination in an unimaginable way. It's bonkers. And you know I'm ride or die, brother. I'd jump on $1,000 for you. Elon loved, and you know I'm ride or die brother, I'd jump on $1,000 for you. Elon, if I understand them correctly, Ned and Parag said that cash expenditures over the next 12 months will be $7 billion and that cash receipts will also be $7 billion. However, the cash receipts number doesn't seem realistic, given that they expect only $1.2 billion in Q2, which is just $4.8 billion annualized. Anonymous, in Europe, so just getting your message. I do not have proxy with me, but my guess is they are using their proxy numbers versus current reality. We are developing pro formas that have lower revenue/receipts and lower disbursements. Elon, okay, given that Q2 is almost over, it obviously doesn't make sense for them to use proxy numbers. Elon, I'm traveling in Europe right now, but back next week. Anonymous, I spoke with Ned on the $7 billion receipts/expenses. He said he was trying to be more illustrative on 23 expense base, pre any actions we would take, and provide simplified straw man of possible saving. He said they are not planning on doing an updated FCST for 22-23. I think this is okay. Reprocess, since I think FCST would not likely be very good and we wouldn't likely use it anyways. They fly at way too high a level to have an FCST of much value. We are in process of developing revenue FCST and a range of sensitivities, and we'll walk through with them to get their input. Elon, their revenue projections seem disconnected from reality. Anonymous, completely. Elon, phew, it's not just me.